Hello, my lovelies. Well, it's story time. In 2014, I was renting a little property. It was a lodge, and across the drive was the big posh house belonging to the owners. And the wall behind my bathroom, the other side of it was the owner's shed, in which was my boiler. And also in the little loft space above it, the owners kept their guns. They were hunting, shooting, fishing sort of folks. And the gentleman owner only came home at weekends. And one Saturday I came outside of my front door, and there was a lot of banging and hammering. And as I passed the little shed, he came out and he said, "I'm frankly sorry, Wanda, if you're making a bit of a racket, and I hope you're not offended." And as I looked into the shed, the wall backing onto my bathroom, he'd covered with MDF, and he was placing the severed heads of 3 animals that he'd shot. There was an impala, a warthog, and a water buffalo's head, which was enormous. It must have been 15 feet across, including the horns. And he said, "Oh, I hope you're not offended." And I said, "Whatever floats your boat. Who am I to judge?" And so I went about my business, and he went about his, and he went off to work on the Monday, not to return till the following weekend. In the meantime, I had to go into the shed to adjust the settings on my boiler. And as I walked in there, I looked at this giant water buffalo's head, and I thought, I wonder. So I sat down and I sat with him, and I tuned in, and I must have sat there for 20 minutes or so. And then these words came through. So I want to share them with you, because it jolly well surprised me. So this is what the buffalo said to me telepathically in my head. "Spirit of Buffalo, I continue. Dearest brother, I bring you blessings from my essence and a gift of understanding of the connection between us. I continue. I am not dead, as there is no death. I continue to exist in the essence of all that is. We came together in a soul agreement that you would be the one who, quotes, took my life, so that I could continue in another form. Dear brother, you didn't take my life. I gave it to you. I could have grown old and died and left my flesh to be eaten by scavengers. I could have chosen to give my life to the lions and die in battle. Instead, I chose to give my life to you, and in doing so, I knew that you would honour me and that my gift to you would continue. I continue through my bloodline, my children, my grandchildren, and all of my descendants. I am the head of the herd. I represent leadership and power. I do not need to look back to see who is following me. I continue to move forward in my existence and know that there are those who trust that, in my leadership, they will be nourished and led to the water holes that will sustain them. They will reach the plains of rich and succulent grasses. My influence strengthens the bones of my herd, and their survival instincts stem from my seed. I also represent prayer and abundance, and in your diligence to bring me to your home and to display me in your temple, your spirit is awakened to the continuing connection between us. You do not see me as just a stuffed animal. Your essence and mine are as one, and you can call upon me at any time when you feel the need for clarity in any situation. As you have honoured me, so do I honour you. You hold my essence within you. We are soul connected. We are one. Speak to me in your heart and know that you are answered in truth and love. We do not need to be in each other's presence for this communication to occur. Your essence is my essence, and so I continue through you. And so I wrote this out, these words. I put them in an envelope. I went back into the shed and I placed the envelope behind the ear of this water buffalo, and I left it there. And when this chap came home the following weekend, he obviously found it and read it. And a short while after, I received a little, what I would call a missive, in an envelope, and there was a photograph of this buffalo with his herd, with the people of and the elders of the village where he came from. And in this missive, this note from the chap who had shot him, it said, "Thank you so much for these words. They have put my mind and heart at rest, just to let you know that this buffalo was not shot willy-nilly. We discussed with the elders and the people of this village that the buffalo itself was very old. It was infirm, and it was its time to go in the very near future. So with the blessings of the people of the village and the elders of the village, they allowed me, it being him, to shoot it." And so I thought that was very interesting reply, because that then gave me an insight into why this buffalo, or the spirit of buffalo, had spoken to me. And so I wanted to also share some words from the medicine cards, the Native American medicine cards about buffalo. And here's the card that goes with that. And it's number 19, which reduces to 1, so leadership. So buffalo energy, according to the Native Americans, is prayer and abundance. In the Lakota tradition, it was the white buffalo calf woman who brought the sacred pipe to the people and taught them to pray. The bowl of the pipe was the receptacle that held tobacco, a herb with male and female medicine. The stem of the pipe represented the male entering the female and seeding life. In the coming together of male and female, the connection to the divine energy of the Great Spirit was made. As the pipe was loaded with tobacco, every family in nature was asked to enter into the pipe and share its medicine as prayer and praise to the heavens. The smoke was considered to be visual prayer and was very sacred and cleansing. All animals are sacred, but in many traditions, white buffalo is the most sacred. The appearance of white buffalo is a sign that prayers are being heard, that the sacred pipe is being honoured, and that the promises of prophecy are being fulfilled. White buffalo signals a time of abundance and plenty. Buffalo was the major source of sustenance for the Plains Indians. It gave meat for food, hides for clothing, warm and soft buffalo robes for long winters, and hooves for glue. The medicine of buffalo is prayer, gratitude, and praise for that which has been received. Buffalo medicine is also knowing that abundance is present when all relations are honoured as sacred, and when gratitude is expressed to every living part of creation. Because of its desire to give the gifts of its body, and because of its willingness to be used on earth for the highest good before entering the hunting grounds of spirit, buffalo did not readily stampede and run from the hunters. To use buffalo medicine is to smoke the pipe in a sacred manner, and to give praise for the richness of life to be shared with all races, all creatures, all nations, and all life. It means smoking for others so that their needs are met, praying for the good of all things in harmony, and accepting the great mystery as part of that harmony. So this could portend a time of recognizing the sacredness of every walk of life, albeit different from your own. To honour another's pathway, even if it brings you sadness, is a part of the message that buffalo brings. This may be a time of reconnection to the meaning of life and the value of peace. Most assuredly, this time will bring serenity amidst chaos if you pray in earnest for enlightenment and the power of calmness, and give praise for the gifts you already have. Buffalo medicine is a sign that you achieve nothing without the aid of Great Spirit, and that you must be humble enough to ask for that assistance, and then be grateful for what you receive. So the energies of the white buffalo calf have actually shown up in the recent past. White buffalo calves have actually been born in North America, and they are greatly honoured, and so therefore it is a sign of the prophecies coming about, and how we need to be able to share all of the abundance that we have within us, and the gratitude to be grateful for absolutely everything that we have. Now, within these cards, the Native American medicine cards, there is a positive and a negative. So there's a contrary reading that goes with, so if the card is reversed. And I found this even more interesting than when it's the right way up. So, to receive the buffalo upside down is a signal that you have forgotten to seek help when it has been needed. If your hand is closed in a fist, you cannot receive the bounty of abundance. In understanding the significance of the reversed buffalo, you may well ask yourself, 1. Have I forgotten my eternal partner, the Great Spirit? 2. Am I pushing myself too fast in the physical world and keeping myself from seeing the importance of reunion with the source of all life? 3. Have I forgotten to honour the ways of others and to afford them the same respect that I wish to receive myself? 4. Am I feeling like my life is being used for the highest good at this time? 5. Have I forgotten to be grateful for my life, my possessions, my talents, my abilities, my health, my family, or my friends? And finally, is it time to make peace with another, or to make peace again with some inner conflict I have, so that I may walk in balance again? Become buffalo, feel the smoke of prayer, and praise change. Change your buffalo robe to white so that you may be an answer to the prayers of the world. So I don't know why that popped into my head again this morning, because it was 11 years ago now. But it may have some resonance for you about how we when we have gratitude and thankfulness for everything that we have, then we can share that with others and know that we will never ever go without. So there you are, my lovelies, the prayer of the buffalo.